Hello. So today I'm going to tell you about a story which happened in America around the years of 2011 to 2013. 2013 is when the person who started that business was able to be caught. So I'll be explaining to you today about this business and about what this business had to do with. It was an illegal business which was an example of the cocaine business, but this business now was a little bit different because it was happening on the internet. Unlike the cocaine business where it is physical things and people are physical, but this business was happening in the internet. And although it was happening in the internet, it also had entailed also cocaine could also be sold in this particular business, and also other drugs like meth and weed, and also drugs like cocaine, any type, heroin, any type of drug you may think of, like mushrooms. All those types of drugs were being sold in that particular internet. So this guy was so strong. Imagine the cocaine business, which is sold on hand to hand. What about the cocaine business now, which is sold on the internet? It can be transported to any type of country. So this is the person I'll be telling you about this type of story. And not only that, those types were being sold on that particular internet. There were more stuffs which were being sold there, and they were being sold at and no one will be able to know who was selling them. So it was easier to sell over there than to sell in physical quantities, because somebody will have them shipped to you where you are, and you will do the payment on the internet automatically. So this story which I'm going to tell you about is the story of the Silk Road. The Silk Road, which happened around the 2011, 2012, 2011, 2012 over there. And also after this Silk Road internet was shut down, another person tried to create another Silk Road, but it wasn't better than the first one. The first one was the best type of Silk Road. Although he started it, the FBI's had already known the type of person which started the second Silk Road, and also the FBI's with much more experience were able to find the second person who started that type of internet again. So although he would have been successful, but the mistake with the person which started the second Silk Road is it's the mistake which he did the same mistake as the first person who started the Silk Road saga. So today I'll be explaining about the story of Russ Ulbricht. And Russ Ulbricht was a person who lived in the United States, and even right now is jailed in the United States because of what I'm going to explain to you today. So Russ Ulbricht was just a normal person, but he had adventures and also fantasies of breaking the internet, and also breaking the type of government which is happening, and also diverting the people's power to be owned by the people, not by the government. He was a person like a liberator. He was against the system. So this idea was grown by his ideas of going against the system, and he didn't want a system where the government has control over everything. So this is one thing which helped him create this website of his. So one thing which helped him create this website, and which motivated him to create this website, is because Russ Ulbricht, he tried every type of work which he could do. Nothing was going on his way. It is like God and also nature said that this is your own path, and this is what I've set for you. Because he tried everything, be it what type of social media, doing everything. He tried everything, but nothing was going on his ways. Even he tried YouTube, he did so many things, but he didn't work. But one day he had an idea of creating a website where people will be able to sell, and this website will be like eBay or Amazon or Alibaba. People will be able to sell what they want, but it won't be the normal type of website like Alibaba, which people sell the normal things. Now this website will be able to sell drugs, weapons, and also other illegal stuff. It will be able to sell anything which is illegal, be it credit cards, be it anything. This website will be able to sell. And this was cultivated by him because he saw that there was a particular website called the Tor. And this Tor website was created by the US Navy at around their 1950s to help them to 1980s over there, to help them to hide the normal browse. In this type of browsing system which we go through, there is another deep web, the dark web, which it is unknown by the people, and also it is unknown by the world's eye. It is the few people can be able to access the dark web, and in the dark web, anything can be sold and or anything can be bought over there. Be it credit cards, there are some credit cards which you can buy for $50, and the account number and also the type of money which is inside this credit card is a lot of money. You can get a credit card of somebody which they hacked the account, so they sell them at the dark web. So be it any type of anything, you can find it in the dark web. Be it weapons, be it credit cards, as I have said, be it drugs, also methanol, be it any type of drug, you can find it. The LCD, all those types of drugs, you find it on the dark web. And also some videos which have been censored by the normal web browser, which is Google search engines. They've been censored so that they cannot be shown, because there are some type of things which cannot be shown by Google, which are not graphic. They are not what people can see, because they are horror scenes. Because so what Google does is send those things away. But in the Tor website, anything can be seen and anything you want in the internet can be accessed. So this person saw that he had an opportunity to create a website in the Tor, and that's when he created a website called Silk Road. Silk Road was like Alibaba or Amazon, if you like to say any of them. So Silk Road will be able to sell drugs. But first, when he created Silk Road, he is the one who decided, let me sell my own drug like a mushroom. So after putting his own drugs as a listing, at that time, not many people had come to his website or known the website of Silk Road. So after him advertising, what he used to do, he used to go to websites and also like Facebook, and also tell people, have you seen about this website called Silk Road? Go check it out. I just bought some mushrooms, and those mushrooms were very nice. So what people, when they see this message left by somebody, they'll go and check out the Silk Road. After some few days, he started getting orders of the mushroom which he himself was selling. And something else which he did, he introduced also his own categories where people will be able to add themselves, and also so that people can be able to sell what they want. So later on, people started storming in that particular website, the Silk Road, and the traffic was becoming so many because many people were buying and many people were listing their products. So he used to get orders and orders and orders. And one thing which helped him, because he was using a currency which is Bitcoin, and this currency which is Bitcoin also is unregulated. So the type of transaction which takes place, nobody can track this transaction. So this made them their business more to thrive because of the type of transaction they will carry with Bitcoin. No one will be able to track it, be it the IRS or be it any type of body cannot track the type of transaction which was happening in the Silk Road. So later on in the years, the data started becoming many people started ordering. So this person wanted to expand, but he had little knowledge of how Silk Road could be run. So he had to employ more employees who will help him manage, because sometimes the website will be stuck, and the website being stuck will make him lose a lot of things. And also sometimes hackers will be able to hold the website hostage, so he will have to pay to the hackers so that they can give him back the website as a ransom. So, and also in the Silk Road, people also used to sell hacking softwares, anything which you want, you can find it in the Silk Road at that time. So later on in the years, he was living with his parents, and also he had a girlfriend called Erika. At that time, he had told Erika about this particular idea, and Erika was very paranoid about it because she said, what if they get caught? What if somebody dies because of these drugs which they have been sold over here? So she was very paranoid, and also this paranoia, it grew so much bigger when someday somebody overdosed, and the next day the person could not be able to respond. So Erika asked Russ Ulbricht that what if somebody overdoses and cannot be able to won't be able to respond, or somebody sells the wrong type of drugs. Russ Ulbricht's answer was, this particular system I've set it in, a person could be ranked by the number of reviews. If it's a good drug dealer, you will have more good reviews, so people will be able to see the type of reviews. And also, if somebody has good reviews, then that person has legit contents. And so what the girlfriend told him, and what if the person is dead, he won't be able to review or say this thing has killed me. So the paranoia of the girlfriend also grew more and more. So when it grew to the largest point is when somebody started selling weapons in that particular site which Russ Ulbricht had built. Somebody used to sell weapons, and so the question which the girlfriend asked Erika, Russ Ulbricht, why would somebody want to sell weapons in this particular website? So, but Russ Ulbricht told the girlfriend, weapons in America is something which is normal. So you should not worry about this thing, because selling weapons is just like a normal thing which happens anyhow. And also, if you go to the shop, it's also the same. But there was a key question, because those weapons which were being sold over there, they were weapons which they had no serial number. So it was difficult for somebody to trace those weapons. So Erika eventually got angry with Russ Ulbricht, and also went to the friend to live over there. So with the paranoia, she was able to tell the friend. After telling the friend decided to keep a secret, which she had promised Erika to keep a secret. But later on in the days, one day Russ Ulbricht woke up and went to Facebook and saw that the friend of Erika had the friend of Julia, the girlfriend was called Julia, sorry, but the friend of Julia was Erika. So the friend Erika had posted something on Facebook, and that something was saying about, do you wanna know the story of about Russ Ulbricht, the person who deals a particular website which is in the dark web, which sells drugs? So when Russ Ulbricht saw this message, he was paranoid, and also went to tell Erika to put down the message, because he was a little bit paranoid that anybody would have seen that message. But it was in the morning, his paranoia was too much. Although nobody had seen, but he felt betrayed, because he told his girlfriend Julia not to tell anybody, but the girlfriend Julia went and told Erika. So later on in the years, we see that Russ Ulbricht and his girlfriend Julia were able to break up, and also they parted ways. Russ Ulbricht continued with his own journey, and also said, I'll continue this particular business. At that time, Russ Ulbricht started traveling all over the world, because he was a little bit paranoid, and at that time he was getting millions and billions of dollars. He was like getting, in a single day, he was transacting more than $1 million in a single day. So those other days he was so rich, so he started moving to many type of countries, going wherever he wanted. So because one of this, the reason why he was moving, because he was paranoid of his particular country. He didn't want to get caught over there. So one day he got a friend, which was a friend in that particular website, because what they did in that website, they would do competitions, and also they could do movie nights where they will put a link where everybody will be able to see a movie, and some of the movies which they will see are movies which were against the system and also against the government. So one day a person, his close friend inside that particular Silk Road, came up with an idea and told him to not to because he used to put his name as the admin inside that Silk Road. So person approached him and told him to put a particular name, which is Dread Pirate Roberts. This name will be a pseudonym which will help him evade in case he's caught. He will say, I'm not the person who created this website, it is Dread Pirate Roberts. And just in case if he's caught, somebody else will continue with the particular empire as that particular name, Dread Pirate Roberts. He saw this as there was a particular movie they were watching, and this movie was a person who was a vigilante. In the morning, he was a normal person, but in the night he used to take up this name, Dread Pirate Roberts. So this is what inspired them to create that name. So they created that name. He changed his name from admin to Dread Pirate Roberts. So later on in the days, he used to get a lot of money. Then he had also increased his number of employees. So his net worth and also everything was growing bigger and bigger. And his website now started reaching news like CNN, also reaching news of the particular country of America. The news were heading that there's a particular type of website which sells drugs and also weapons. And one day it broke the news when somebody was found dead in the morning after overdosing a particular type of drug. And this drug, it was known that person purchased it at Silk Road. So now the FBI and also the air started investigating about this particular Silk Road and who owns it, and now Silk Road started becoming on the radar. So this Russ Ulbricht tried to evade. He evaded many times, and the FBI started growing teary, because when they used to look for that particular server hosting the Silk Road, they will find it in another country, which is Iceland. So it was difficult for them to pinpoint the particular person who created this server, and also who is running this particular company. The news were all over that particular Silk Road. So when the news hit, now it's when people were more aware. It's when now Russ Ulbricht started having more customers, started buying more. People started even buying more and more and more. So later on in the years, Russ Ulbricht, now this is when Russ Ulbricht was able to be caught. He was caught it was just simple because the FBI were unable to catch him. So the person who caught him was an IRS agent. And this IRS agent had seen a particular thing which there's something which inspired him that led him to catch Russ Ulbricht and his Silk Road. There's a particular case which happened in America. There was a particular person who was killing people, and killing people at that time, he will come and park his car in a particular place and go on to kill more people. So what the agents at that time, during his time, what one particular agent said that this person who is killing people, let's check on all these locations where the car which gets most parking tickets, because a person who is killing people won't remember that he has parked his car outside and he is getting parking tickets. So they looked for the car which has a lot of parking tickets, and so they pinpointed that particular car, and they were able to get the murderer. So this IRS agent used this simple method. It was an unorthodox method of catching a criminal. So what he did, he thought about, if I was the creator of this particular website, what would I have done when I've started creating it and also started advertising it? He thought to himself that if I am the one, I will start advertising it to like different locations and say, go check out this website. So what he did, he went to Google search and backtracked the first time when that person told the story about Silk Road. So eventually, the first person who ever mentioned the name Silk Road was the Russ Ulbricht at that time, because he was trying to advertise it. So that's they saw the type of emails which he used, and also the type of names which he used. So there was a particular name called Frosty. This name was a name which the arrest agent was able to catch this name, and also the Gmail account of the Russ Ulbricht, because most of that time there was a type of code which was difficult for him to handle, and he went to a particular website and asked for help and told people, if anyone knows any help, just reply to this particular email. And that's how people were able to reply and also help him code that particular website of Silk Road. So the arrest agent, after pinpointing this particular person, Russ Ulbricht, and also he had a YouTube channel, which the arrest agent was able to see his face, and all this was the FBI agents were unable to find and also pinpoint this particular person with all their methods. Their methods were difficult, and they were the modern type of methods. So, but it took divergent of a way to find this particular person. So later on, the arrest agent was able to go and tell FBI, and when he mentioned the name Frosty, the FBI were able to connect by, there was something which was being created. There was a server which was in Iceland, and it had a name of Frosty. So the FBI were able to, this name sound familiar to them. And by the name of the Frosty server, they were able to know that the person which the IRS agent had come with the name is the particular person which they were looking for. So later on, they were able to pinpoint where Russ Ulbricht was, and that particular day, so it was around there, October 1st, 2013, they were able to find where Russ Ulbricht was. So for Russ Ulbricht, it was a normal day which he started. So he went to a particular cafe. After going to that cafe, he found that people were full over there. So he decided to go to another place, into a library. So when he went to a library, he had set his laptop over there, and he also had set his laptop that if anyone tries to come, you will be able to press a particular button where it will shut down the computer completely. So when Russ Ulbricht was in that particular library, the FBI had already formed a plan that they will make some distractions. When Russ Ulbricht looks beside, then another FBI agent will come over here and grab the laptop while it's still on. So they did their plan as they had planned, and it successfully came out the way they had planned it. When Russ Ulbricht looked the other side, another FBI agent was able to come and pick that laptop, and that's how he was able to be caught. And he was caught, him logged inside that particular website, and also every type of message which he had sent, they were able to catch him. So later on, he was taken to court, and he was also convicted. And after being convicted, he was convicted for lifetime for his whole lifetime. He will be in jail for. And also, although he pleaded to the judges and told the judges, leave for me a small type of window where I'll be able to enjoy my later days in this earth. But the judges didn't hear anything which he had pleaded, and eventually they said he will be jailed for a lifetime. and today he is in jail. Although this was the story which the most famous dangerous website which has ever been created by this particular person, because they used to sell even organs. That particular website also started selling organs, started selling rocket ships, any type of thing that you could ever imagine. It was being sold over there. Be it grenades, be it anything, it was also being sold over there. So that's the story of Silk Road, and I hope you enjoyed it. So please check out for the next video. And I say thank you for watching this video. So I had created a video for Israel and how Israel was able to be formed. So you can check it out, that video of Israel and how it became to become a country. Before Israel was a country, it was called Palestine. So just check out that video, and I'll really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. And till I see you next time, and I say thank you.